Trump and Elon together had a fallout. Maybe that's over, maybe it's not. And there's a variety of reasons for that. But can you go back and tell me about the other two men that had a similar fallout?
Yeah, immediately when I saw President Trump and Elon, suddenly it's like a parting of the ways. And I immediately thought about Thomas Jefferson and John Adams.
That's
two
right.
of the most important men when it comes to the Declaration of Independence.
That's right.
Which is our birth certificate, which is what we're celebrating today.
Yes.
This is our nation's birthday.
Yeah.
And so what we have to remember is those two very important men, which, by the way, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution are the two most powerful freedom documents ever written or penned apart from the Bible. And so you get these two men that were used, and they had a major falling out.
Amazing.
They in fact, it was a decade they didn't speak to each other.
Wow.
Now, Benjamin Rush, who's another prominent, in fact, John Adams said this, the three most important founding fathers was George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Benjamin Rush.
Wow.
Most people today would go, who's Benjamin Rush?
Yeah.
He was so important, father of American education, he was a medical doctor. There's a list of things about him. And he was burdened about the fallout between John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
And really sought to see them reconciled. The Lord gave him a dream.
Wow.
And it was about their reconciliation. So he began to work on
The
it.
Lord gave him a dream.
Yes.
A prophetic dream.
A prophetic dream.
Okay.
And he longed to see them. So he started working on it. And those men began to be reunited. And here's what is the most powerful. I get actually chills talking
Yeah,
about
man,
this.
it's strong.
Basically, they exchanged, I think it was over 150 letters between each other, very warm, till the end of their life. They both died on the 4th of July. So today is the anniversary date of each of them dying. But here's the thing. They died about, I think it was 5 hours apart.
Wow.
Neither one knew it. And they both died on the 50th anniversary of our country.
No
On
kidding.
the 4th of July.
How about that?
Yeah. And it was like, it was a prophetic indicator of the fact that God raised them up to write the Declaration of Independence. And I've heard it called, it's a thing in theology of common grace.
Common grace.
Where the Lord will raise people up for his purposes and for the sake of his people.
Man.
Like we have a Cyrus in President Trump today.
And common grace would apply, at least during the election cycle, to an Elon or someone of that nature, that stature. They're not born again. They're not in the kingdom, at least not confessing. And then they have this common grace, and God calls them for a purpose in a season.